channel. So today's video is going to be an album review video, and the album that I'm going to be reviewing is Yungblud's third album, and this is his self-titled album called Yungblud. So if you're interested in listening to like my opinions and like a little review video on what I think about the album, then please keep on watching and I hope you enjoy the video. So like I just mentioned, this is Yungblud's third album and this is his self-titled album, which basically means that it's all very personal to Yungblud, or Dom, whichever you like to call him or refer him by. All the songs are very personal to him and kind of songs about Yungblud, like from his view and like his experiences and everything. I just knew when he announced it was going to be like a self-titled album, I just knew I was going to vibe with it and there was going to be some really good raw songs on there, so he did not disappoint. Thought I would also just show you the album, like the front cover, the back cover, and just kind of see the whole vision. So I've got the album here. Mine's actually a signed album. I'll just do like a little cutaway for you. But yeah, it says to Francis, stay weird, then love Yungblud. I don't believe you can get the signed versions anymore. I believe you can still get his album on the website, but I don't think there's any more like signed versions. I'm not sure, you just have to kind of look into that. But in terms of like the album artwork, it's very like on theme of Yungblud. It's black and like obviously you've got the elements of his red hair. Obviously he's wearing like a lot of jewellery. He's got his classic like lock necklace on there, and I feel like every Yungblud fan has one of these. And what's crazy is I had this before I even became a Yungblud fan, so I feel like I was always meant to be one. But yeah, there's not too much to say about the front cover. It's just very edgy, very vibey, kind of rock punk kind of album artwork. It just screams Yungblud, which is perfect. And then on the back you've obviously got the track list, and then you can see his hand with like blood on, and I think he's on one of the pictures, I think. If I can find it, I'll like insert it too. But I think he's like pulled these badges off of his like heart, like it's like ripped off, and I feel like these are the badges that he's pulled off, and that's why his fingers are bloody. So it's kind of like a little, like a story kind of thing, I think. I don't know. But yeah, that's just kind of how I looked at it, and yeah, I just love the whole vibe. It's very Yungblud and I just think it's perfect. And obviously I love the track list, how it's all very like hand done, like all in capitals. Like I love it and I think it's perfect. Because I'm a vinyl collector, I also picked up a different variant of the album, and I've not seen many people talk about this or like even show it. Like I do watch a couple of videos on TikTok of people doing unboxings of albums, and I'm not actually seeing many people, well, I don't think I've seen any like kind of open this vinyl, so I'll just show you it. It's very plain, which may be why people don't like it, but I really want to frame this because I think it'd look beautiful in a frame. You probably can't see anything, so again I'll insert a clip. But on the front, instead of obviously having Yungblud there, it says never compromise, imperfection is perfection, embrace the strange, never judge, tell the truth, pink socks, beer and move, which all those things are to do with Yungblud, so I just love it, and I love kind of the message that it's given, and that literally is all the front cover is, and the back is pretty much the same text, but it's just got a track list on there. So yeah, it's very plain. I'm thinking of doing like a vinyl collection video, so I could also do that instead if you're interested in that. Yeah, back to the review. So we've talked about his like album name and the artwork of his album. So next I thought I would just like run through the song on the third album of Yungblud. It's got 12 songs on there. It doesn't actually have Fleabag on there, which I'm a little bit sad about because I do really like Fleabag and I feel like it would have fit with the vibe of the album, but I'm not too sad about it, so it's fine, but that isn't on there. The song track lists are The Funeral, Tissues, Memories, which features Willow Smith, Cruel Kids, Mad, I Cry Too, Sweet Heroine, Sex Not Violence, Don't Go, Don't Feel Like Feeling Sad Today, Die for a Night, and Boy in the Black Dress. All of these songs are amazing. I love the vibe of them, and also I personally love to listen to albums in order, like of sequence of what, you know, how they put the track list. And it starts off like really upbeat, and then it gets a little bit slower, upbeat again, slower, and then it finishes perfectly with The Boy in the Black Dress, which I think is his most personal song, and it just has such a nice message and it's very personal. It just screams Yungblud. So yeah, every one of these songs screams Yungblud, but The Boy in the Black Dress I think is just a really special song. So that is the 12 songs on the album. I thought I would just rank the songs just in case anybody cares. But for me, my top 3 are Die for a Night, The Boy in the Black Dress and Cruel Kids. And then 4 to 12, so it is Sex Not Violence, Tissues, Sweet Heroine, Mad, The Funeral, Don't Go, I Cry Too, Don't Feel Like Feeling Sad Today, and then Memories. I haven't ranked these on like which songs I think are really good to which ones songs I think are crap. Just my personal kind of like ranking of the album, like what I relate to more and what I listen to more. But yeah, let's talk about my top 3, which is Die for a Night, Boy in the Black Dress and Cruel Kids. Die for a Night I super relate to, like it's super relatable for me personally, and I feel like, you know, I've definitely had moments myself where I'm like, if I could die for a night. Like, you just honestly go listen to that song, it's so good. I really wish I could like feature clips of different track lists and stuff, but I can't, unfortunately. Die for a Night, then Boy in the Black Dress, and I think I just briefly brushed it over. It's just a really personal song, and I think the message in it is really nice, and it just screams Yungblud. And yeah, I just think it's a really well written song, and it's perfect on this album. And then we've got Cruel Kids, because I also relate to that. Those are my top 3. I thought I would also mention the top 3 that I kind of jam out to and that I think are really fun to listen to. So that would definitely be The Funeral, Tissues, and Sex Not Violence. Like, those are really fun to like jam out to and more upbeat and just kind of have a fun. There's no song on there that I don't like. I know people gave I Cry Too a little bit of hate because of there's a little bit of auto-tune in there, but I feel like it just creates a bit more of a vibe for the song, honestly. And that's the only song that has a little bit of auto-tune on it, and I think it works. I think it fits the song, so I'm not really mad about that. But yeah, every single song is so good. Tissues is really good. I love the music video for that. That's really fun to sing and dance to. Memories is really good, but I feel like I put it at the bottom. I feel like it deserves better than the bottom, but I just don't really listen to it, and if it comes on, like, I do skip it. I was gonna say it's a no skip album, but I do skip Memories and Don't Feel Like Feeling Sad Today. I don't know what it is with those two. I don't know. But I also thought I would shove in a couple of questions. Am I gonna go on tour? Obviously not with Yungblud, but am I gonna go to his tour? And I actually am. I've got tickets for the Manchester show, and I think that's in February. I've got stand-in and I'm really excited for it, and I might like vlog that whole experience, like getting ready and just stuff like that. Another question I'm just gonna throw in here is, which album out of the 3 is my favourite? I think I would have to say this is probably my favourite album that he's brought out so far. I think the vocals are really good in it. I feel like there's a different vibe with each song, and it kind of gives me like old rock and roll, especially Sex Not Violence. Like, kind of reminds me of like The Cure, Sex Pistols kind of vibe. I don't know. And I know he's heavily inspired by those. So yeah, that is my little album review. I feel like you should definitely check out his album. It's so good. And definitely give Tissues a listen. If you're like a new fan, I would recommend you listening to Tissues, The Funeral, and Sex Not Violence. Mad is really good. They're all really good songs. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and please give it a thumbs up if you want to do like more album reviews or not. Comment down below like what your plans are for today. I think for me now, I'm just gonna go and play the new COD, like the beta is out and it ends today at 6 PM. For the UK it does anyway. So I'm probably gonna bash that out a little bit, and yeah, I'm probably clean my room, not gonna lie, it is a little bit messy, but yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I can't wait to see you in my next video if you're here still, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!